All right, good morning, everyone on Teacher's Table. I am Michael Matera and super excited to be here. Today is the last day of my school year, at least with kids, right? We have the normal meetings and that kind of thing, and I don't know, it's kind of a big day. We're going to do some activities with students, and I'm looking forward to that. That should be really good. And I thought we could use this episode because I'm kind of in a reflective mood a little bit as we wrap up this year and move into next year, move into the summer, right? All of those things makes me sort of wonder what what's to come. And I wanted to kind of reflect on the past year, think about that summer with you guys, and sort of break that down a little bit. As always, if you could drop your name into the comment box so we know who's here. Excited to have you at the table again. And also, if we could, if you're catching this later after the fact, you can drop anything into the comments down below. Love to hear and interact with you if you weren't able to make it at the table and you had to sort of eat the leftovers watching the video later. That's a-okay to do as well. Well, let's see who we got here. We have Amanda Gray. I believe that's your first time. Congratulations. Welcome. Thank you for pulling up a chair. Super excited to have you. We have Kathy Sue. I think she was the first one to get in here. Fantastic. Adam Marino. Hopefully you're feeling better today. Hopefully. Yesterday you said you had a little rib problem there. Nick Davis, good morning, everyone. Happy last day. Thank you, Nick. I'm curious when your last day is or was. Jennifer Ledford, I know you're already on summer break, I believe. Carrie, I know you cleaned out your classroom, so you guys are all ahead of me. Phil, good morning. Enjoy your last day with the kids. Thank you very much. We're going to do I don't know. We're going to do this whole grade level sort of scavenger hunty thing. It should be good or it should be terrible. I don't know. We'll see. Trying to figure out all these digital lessons is definitely a challenge. Amanda says she's from Nashville, no longer in Alaska. Wow. Nice, Amanda. Let's see. Elizabeth's here. Fantastic. Good to have you here. Lisa's here. Hello. Lisa. Don's here. Thank you. The Czar. He made it. I dig it. You were out May 22nd. Holy cow. We were another May 22nd. Wow, like my school is just hanging on there. All right. Thank you very much for the well wishes of the last day. All right. So yesterday we had a really good conversation. It was our Tech Tuesday, not tech, sorry. I made a point to not say that, right? The Tool-tastic Tuesday. And we talked about Google Sites, and I was really kind of excited to see several of you go out and actually try them straight away yesterday. I think John Dell immediately turned around and built a site. He shared it with me on Twitter. It was really cool to see that. And then there were people responding to him saying, like, I'm trying that too. Some people that caught Teacher's Table later. So I'm really glad that you guys dove right in. It's that kind of attitude too, where you immediately want to tinker with something. That level of curiosity, I think, drives us sort of teachers to sort of want to get more, but we want to understand first, right? Because we have to play around with the tool for us to sort of understand how we might want to implement it. And that immediacy is just awesome. So just kudos to any of you that dove right into that. Let's see. Sarah's here. Nice to see you, Sarah. Out on the 22nd. Fantastic. Monica, happy to have you back at the teacher's table. So, all right. Looking at today's sort of topic here, that was sort of a review of yesterday's topic. And kudos. If you haven't done so, check out yesterday's video. We kind of walked through Google Sites, and maybe you can build one out this summer. So I thought we'd start with reflecting over our school year, right? I think the 2019-2020 school year is going to be one that we all remember. I don't care if this is your first year teaching or your like 30th year teaching. I don't know how we're going to ever sort of forget this year. But In this year, there were some great things that happened. I think we probably tried some new things. We probably improved some old things. Uh, so I thought I'd ask you guys, what was something that you tried new this year? But I'm going to sort of specify pre-corona. So in the sort of normal flow of the school year, the first 3 quarters, what was something that maybe you tried? Could be a tech tool, could be a new pedagogy, could be a new morning routine. What was something that you implemented that you tried this year? Hey, Sean. Hello, Natalia. Glad to have you all here. Oh, Don's reminding me of the light goal. Our light goal today is, again, 25 is our light goal. And let's see if we can hit it. We're at 7 right now. So we'll get there. Let's hope we get there. All right. So what's something you tried new this year in your classrooms pre-corona, right? So thinking through your year here. We got some answers rolling in. I tried to podcast PD series for teachers. Great way to talk different topics and have a deep dives. I love podcasting. I started podcasting kind of on a whim, actually. It was a well played, started sort of, I don't remember the exact date, but it started in kind of the middle of Wisconsin winter. And I was more toying with just like, let's try to figure out how to do a podcast. Let's get it started. And I was thinking I was going to do like 8 episodes or something. And now I'm into the 4th year of not missing a Tuesday doing podcasts. It's fun. It's informative. I absolutely love podcasts. I like to listen to them myself. Let's see what else we got. That was Don's take here. Good call. Jennifer says, I changed my game theme this year. Went to a reality TV show. That's awesome. That's epic. I can't bring myself to switch from my Roman novels. I mean, I am just all in on this medieval theme. I absolutely love it. The more I know of it, too, the more I can kind of add to it, prune away the things that don't work, and really like kind of concentrate it. But sometimes I wish, right? Like I've always been Roman nobles. Elizabeth tried some tech tools, Nearpod and Edpuzzle this year. It was our first year to do e-learning. Awesome. Good morning, Candace. Glad to have you. Nice, Valerie, doing a little gamification. I absolutely love that. That's right up my alley. I dig that. What did Sarah say? Sarah, this was a hoot of the year. First time mom missed the first 2 months of school. Then Corona took the last 3 months. But something new I tried this year was podcasting with kids. That's awesome. And congratulations on, I guess a late congratulations on your new child. And it's quite a year, though. I missed the first 2. Kind of missed the last 3. That's crazy. Introduce choice boards to new teachers and help them develop their first one together. That's fabulous, Kathy Sue, to sort of like help shepherd in the new teachers. I know as a teacher myself who absolutely loves professional development and sharing out ideas, it's so important that we really like mentor our young teachers. And I don't mean first year teacher, I mean young teachers in general. They have so much to offer us, so much energy, so much enthusiasm, so much new ideas too. I mean, right? They have just spent some time looking at the sort of that newest piece in education, and we offer a value of institutional knowledge, practical knowledge as well. And I think when we work together, holy cow, we can do some dynamite things. So that's awesome that you're helping new teachers out. Jason says, I really pressed into a Learn Lab approach for student leadership. Lots of students, specialty roles. I love this idea of kind of giving ownership over a project, over a piece of the classroom, over to the students. I do some group role sort of things. In fact, actually, if you sign up on my newsletter, I think that's what I'm currently giving away, is my roles for groups. Like when they're doing an activity, you get these group roles and kids select which role they want to sort of play and facilitate in that group. It's nice because it produces sort of territories of ownership, that this is where you're sort of the czar, if you will, of that domain. But you need to like listen to the input of your group, but you get to make the final call because you are this role, right? Really helpful. Tessa, good morning. Joining late, no problem. Tried to Skype a scientist this year. It was amazing. Love bringing in sort of experts. I got to tell you, I don't always do it. It's a little trickier for me being in middle school with having 4 or 5 different sections. How do you do it? Do you bring it in one section and just kind of record it and let the others watch? Do you try to like get your team to do like a special schedule? I'd love to hear how you sort of solve those situations, because that's my tricky thing with bringing in guests. I can't really get them to commit to like giving 5 speeches over the day. What did Kyle do? Kyle, first time this year I tried out different types of review games, including danger cards. I love danger cards. A dungeon crawl review game. Incredible results that were a fun way to bring some excitement to the class. I love amping up our review games, and I really, really want to push all of us. While I love Kahoot, Gimkit, quizzes, those are fun things. What I love about these ones that Kyle's talking about, danger cards or his own sort of dungeon crawl build out. Kids have such a powerful imagination, and I think when you create your own, even though it's rolling a die to decide if you defeat that boss or something like that, or opening up physical envelopes with danger cards, it's your game. It feels more like a personal gift. It's like a home cooked meal, I guess, right? As opposed to fast food. Fast food's pretty good and it's pretty quick. But, nothing beats that care that was taken to your sort of home-cooked meal. So I'd love for you guys to try some more of those. That's fantastic. What did Amanda do? Amanda, I worked really hard on mindset. I did my best to leave everything at the door and be the best for my students, no matter what was going on outside my room. That's huge, right? And that's hard to do both ways, right? This, I think there's psychological term. I think it's called like threshold, like mindset, right? Where when you cross thresholds, whatever it is, when I leave the office and cross that threshold, then I'm done with office things and now I'm whatever's over there. And when you cross that threshold into your classroom, you are all in on that classroom and you're not thinking about the things that are on the other side of that threshold. That's big. That's big. Awesome, Amanda. Kudos. Natalia said we did MasterChef activity in school. The goal was to make a healthy dessert using the well-being plate. That's awesome. We did a MasterChef thing at school too. It was pretty cool. We did like a whole assembly. Some kids tried out to be like our master chefs, and then some teachers mentored them. Some other teachers were the sort of judge panel. I was on the judge panel. It was an awesome, awesome assembly, one I absolutely loved. But I think I turned out to be the Simon Cowell. I was the only one. Everyone else gave like just glowing feedback. And I was just trying to be like a little critical, like help them out. It was funny. A story for another day, I guess. John Dell, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but I gave you kind of a shout out for immediately going in and doing the Google Sites thing. Medieval theme, rock on. I dig it. Sarah says we did an end of the year day meetings with Paul Sarlos. Nice. He is an awesome guy. I absolutely love him. And he's right down the road from me. By right down the road, I mean like an hour and a half south. But in our digital world, that's pretty close. Phil says, I introduced a number of talks during math instruction and tried new review games such as Attack of the Snowman and Choose, Give, or Steal. That's fabulous, Phil. I would love to chat with you about those review games. I don't know if you have some time in your schedule to do. Maybe we could do that right on Well Played. I would love to do a review game chat with you. If you could DM me on Twitter, that would be fantastic. And we could set that up if you're interested. Nick Davis tried some QR break-ins. Look at how like awesome this group is. Trying all these new things, trying all these varied things. Holy cow, if you pull any ideas from this side panel here into your next year, I mean, that's pretty awesome. Nice job, Nick. Well, let's see. Don, at kind of the like admin level there. Big change was to move from offering micro PD on specific apps to macro PD on big topics. We had to change that way to view ed. before we could truly get into tech good. That's awesome. I like that switch, right? Because you got to imagine for your department to try to like help service all those teachers. If you're talking about little micro apps, there are a billion of them, and you're going to always kind of be behind the 8 ball on that. So to sort of think through a little bit and pull back and just sort of look at large categories, of grading or something like that, like we did the other day. Valerie also moved to a podcast. That's awesome. We're at 20. We're at 20 on the likes. 25 is the like goal. We have 26 watching right now. It means we should easily be able to hit this like goal. Adam Marino says he started substitute teaching this year. Took some techniques of my confidence-centered curriculum and had students stand to answer questions and share their thoughts. Worked very well. I absolutely love doing this, this sort of requiring students to stand before they answer. It is awesome to see how that shifts in the classroom. It gives these students this moment to sort of think through their answer, like as they're standing up. I think it makes them a focal point. So when we're trying to teach about confidence, people can't give you the respect you deserve when you're speaking from a chair because they can't see you. I'm on this side of the classroom. I can't see you over there on that side of the classroom with all the kids in the way, right? But when you stand up, you become that focal point, and that instills some confidence in you. That instills the option and the ability for those other people to truly honor and respect what you're saying. And then there is this sort of agreement in the class that sort of forms this unwritten agreement of respect, because now kids get like, when I stand, I'm going to be that focal point and people are going to listen to me and respect me. It is a beautiful thing that I've been doing for several years, thanks to Adam. So yeah, if you haven't thought about that, think about adding that little piece. We are at 27 likes, so I missed our party here. So let's have our like goal party, because we reached our like goal, people. That is amazing. I absolutely love it. So thankful. We're at 27 right now. That doesn't mean we have to stop the like goals. We could really try to shoot for breaking our record. Our record was 37. So thank you everyone for helping out on that. That's so awesome. I love when we reach our like goals. Don saying so many gamified classrooms. Love it. Don, we gotta chat. I want to help you figure out how to sort of roll that out. I know Stephanie Crawford could help you as well. I like this twist. In my game, instead of just bosses, the kids fought to gain allies this year that gave them bonuses. They loved it. I love that switch. That's so awesome, right? This idea of gaining allies throughout to strengthen your team. I love that. That's a sweet shift. Don, I'm going to have to talk to you about Danger Cards because it's super cool. Yeah, so definitely. I have a YouTube video on it, but I can't find it right now. As you tweeted about yesterday, he tweeted a GIF of a guy at a computer that has like 3 panels up, and it was awesome. A third arm sort of sneaks in with a phone. Yes, if you guys could see all that's up and happening, it is crazy on this end, so I can't pull that. Adam sort of pointing out here, just kind of a little etiquette. I know a lot of us have participated in Twitter chats here. It really helps me see when you're talking to me versus when you're sort of talking or responding to somebody else. If you put that at Mr. Matera at the front end of things, because I got to just sort of scan through quickly all these things, and a lot of you are talking to each other, which is awesome and I want, but makes it a little easier when I know you're answering my question. Nice to have a new person here. Welcome, S. Garrison. Nice to have you. Let's see, Kathy Sue. For myself, I made sure that I did reflections every day at the end of the day and write it down in a journal. I did that for one of my 1-month goals. For any of you that are checking out my 1-month goals series on my website and on my YouTube channel, I just do these 30-day goals, really. And one of them for me was journaling, which I had never really done before, and I found it incredibly helpful. It was really awesome to sort of think through my day. I tried over the 30 days. I tried several different styles, really like long format, a little more bulleted journal, a little. I did a little roses and thorns sort of thing, but all of it was valuable for sure. Ishan asked, do I think gamification will work beyond middle school or even high school? Yes. So I have helped gamify courses as low as like kindergarten all the way up, believe it or not, to PhD programs. So gamification, it's built on core principles that are like inherent in people. Like this is all study based on how people react, what engages people, what inspires people. So that doesn't change. That doesn't change with age. I mean, in terms of having those core principles. So it for sure works. You could argue, I think all of us know about gamified things that are out in the marketplace that adults are interacting with, whether it's your Starbucks points or if you're wanting to get the better credit card, right? Going from the gold to the platinum, right? Or your frequent flyer miles and those kind of things. All are gamification in the wild, so to speak. So many great chats here, conversations. All right, so my first question was something new you tried. You guys super answered that. My next sort of thing I want to think through is, as we're now ending the school year, and as the old quote says, with every ending starts a new beginning. I think that's a Buddhist quote, if I was to attribute it. I want us to think about, as we look towards summer, what are you going to do this summer? So we're ending the school year. Today's my last day. What are we going to do this summer? But I want us to break this down a little bit, right? Before you guys all flood it with answers. I want you, in your response, at the start of that response, if you're going to me, right, put at Mr. Matera. And then I want you to answer it either personal or professional, right? So you're going to say, Mr. Matera, personal. And then you're going to respond, it's something you're going to do over the summer for you, right? And then, or you could go professional, and that would obviously be for your profession. And if you want, if you're so bold, if you're so brave, I want you to kind of think through both of those categories. There's sort of two different subsets in each. Well, there's probably lots of different subsets, but in my head, I sort of broke it down this way. On the personal, it could be for your family or friends, right? Many of us are, parents. And so summer brings all sorts of things you're going to do with your family. Maybe go camping, right? Like roasting marshmallows or whatever. And that's great. And that could be your goal, that you want to make sure you do that camping trip again. And that could be what you plan to do. But I also want us to think a little bit about yourself. What is something you're going to do and you look forward to this summer for you? Separate of the family, separate of like the friends. What's something for you? And then on the professional side, similarly, right? There is the district, the building, the initiatives that we kind of have to do, whether you want to do it or not. Your district is going this. They bought this program. They bought this online tool. They're going standard-based grading. Whether you want to or not, that's what you're doing. But again, that's a little bit like your family. Like your family is your family, and you're going to always have your family. But that wasn't necessarily like, for this summer, I want to know for your professional side of things, what's something that maybe you're personally choosing. So again, you could answer that way on that. If I didn't confuse you already, right? Because I have the two questions, what are you doing this summer, personally or professionally? And then inside each of those, it's kind of for you or for the district, or for you or for the family. Curious what you guys think. We're at 29 on the likes. That's impressive. Could we break that 30? That would be awesome. All right, let's see here. Scrolling down. All right, here's my first one here. Jason. Professionally, I plan to revamp my numeracy program, more data-driven, less reliant on the textbook. That's awesome. I really dig that you're challenging yourself to sort of make things more, authentic for the students like that, and challenging yourself to look at little bits of our classrooms. And I think for any new teacher out there who's listening, this is the reality. This is what we do as teachers. It is a process of refinement over our time as teachers. So as a new teacher, don't feel that like we came in and knew all of the stuff, right? We were supported by other educators. I know when I got my first job, like other teachers were like, here's what I do for this unit. Here's what I do for this unit. And I like hand did 1 or 2 units, I was teaching everything. I was a 5th grade teacher. And then what you do the next year, you sort of retool one of those and fix one of those, change one of those, and get better, 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 better. So here's Jason going to look at his numeracy program and fine tune it. That is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Nice. All right. Will saying personal, get back to running and get shredded. Professional, Hive Summit, and curriculum planning. I do have to say, I sent out the other day a sort of all call here to join Hive Summit. Well, it wasn't really to join Hive Summit because the people I sent it to already are on my mailing list for Hive Summit, but I actually asked if anybody wanted to be on the B team to sort of help out, and I was blown away by the response. I'm actually this weekend going to have to wade through those responses and really like put together the team, but I was so happy and sort of proud of the community. So many people reached out and said it was great professional development and that they are super excited about this year and they're going to do anything they can to make it the best PD possible. So thank you for those. If you haven't responded already, go check out Hive Summit. I'd love to have your thoughts and your help. Let's see. Sarah says, personal, driving up to see my mom and celebrate her birthday. That's awesome. Reading, playing lots of tennis. No Zooming. You're okay to put that down for a little bit. That's awesome. I love that you're going to think about the people in your lives and dedicate some time to your own growth there, your own personal growth. Personal, read more about topics that are impacting us today. We have to do better, and learning is the key. I agree, right? I think I saw on Twitter yesterday a lot of people recommending books, and I think that that's good that you're going to like think through that this summer, plan that out, map it out, and make it sort of relevant to this moment, to this day. Kyle here says, personal, spending time with son and wife. I've been looking forward to it since he won't be in daycare. For myself, I am going to be reading all the books to learn and grow as a human. That's fantastic. I love it. Professional for Nick Davis, redo my game from the world of factions to master scientist. I want to have lots of conversations with you over the summer, Nick, about that. That's super fun. I think you could do a lot with that. Let's see what Lisa says. Professional, I'm working on starting gamification. Lisa, you have met the right community in general, so definitely check out hashtag XPLAP. That is a great community. We chat on Tuesday nights, but throughout the week, plenty of people sharing. Wonderful community that's willing to help out new gamifiers like you. Check out my website, mrmatera.com. It'll have links to all sorts of things that can help you with gamification. Let's see, Valerie says, personal, continue cycling and get to 60 miles in a day with my daughter in trailer with me. That's awesome. Professional, research more gamification to engage my older classes. Fantastic. Valerie, love to help out on that. Elizabeth, similar goal here. Put some miles on her bike. That's fabulous. Let's see. Angie says, personal, I'm leaving in 2 hours for the Oregon coast by myself for 2 weeks with a pile of books to help me personally and professionally start planning for next year. That's awesome. Have fun on that trip. That sounds amazing. Amanda says, professionally plan for the students who thrive during the digital education. Some students were suddenly turning in all assignments online. How can I foster that success next year? That is awesome to sort of like think through that. There were some students I noticed kind of improved, and there were some other students that went down, and trying to like break down that data a little bit. What was I doing that really helped the others? What was I doing? Is there a way I can kind of merge the best of both worlds so that both groups can find success in the normal flow of school? That's fantastic. There are so many great responses here. It's been a really active day. I absolutely love it when you guys really interact with the questions like that. Fantastic. Thank you so very much. Unfortunately, this ends our time. We're at 8:30, and I hope you guys come back tomorrow. We're on a streak here of 2 days of reaching our like goals. Let's hit that third day. I would love to see it, and I'm excited to chit chat with you guys again. So that's all I got for today. Thank you so much. This community is wonderful. I really have enjoyed waking up every morning, having my coffee, thinking through Teacher's Table, and getting it started. I can't believe we made it to 31 on the like goals. We don't always break 30, so that's pretty awesome. So kudos to us. For those of you that were new, please consider coming back to Teacher's Table and being part of this community. For those of you returners, for you OG members, thank you so much. It means a lot. All right, guys, get after the day. I know you're going to have a great one. Take care.